Right now in Denver, police are searching for 4 suspects who went on a crime spree overnight.
One person was killed during a robbery during that spree, and that victim was just 19 years old and was studying at the Hebrew school near Sloan Lake.
Denver 7's Gary Bro joins us live now. And Gary, police are just hoping to get answers from anybody who heard or saw something.
And they have said that they've seen a few witnesses have come forward, but look, police department is saying right now those suspects have a high propensity for violence, and right behind me are some good examples. You could see there is a bullet hole in that car, and behind that is more boarded up windows from where other shots were fired and landed. This all happened last night, of course, killing an 18-year-old student who was simply coming out of school late on a Tuesday night. In just 2 hours, a group of at least 4 people left a wake of devastation throughout the Denver metro.
We recognize how violent the activities took place last night, and we cannot allow this to become status quo in our city.
The worst of their destruction was here at the Yeshiva Torah Kayam, where 18-year-old student Shmuel Silverberg was shot and killed in front of his own school.
The first thing you think of a Jewish institution, maybe it's gang-related and anti-Semitic, but it seems not.
Sarah Crystal lives in the predominantly Jewish neighborhood around Stewart Street where the shooting took place. She said she heard the shots and came outside to check it out.
The moment after the shooting, there was this car going down the block 90 miles an hour, and I'm like, that's a getaway car.
She says she didn't get a good look at the car, but Denver police have 3 cars to be on the lookout for: a 2020 blue Toyota Camry, a 2018 Maroon Honda CRV, and a 1998 black Toyota RAV4.
Our working theory at this point is that they have all the vehicles still, or have access to all the vehicles still.
Police say those cars were part of a crime spree starting in Denver and ending in Lakewood. The first started with an attempted car burglary on Alameda at 10 Tuesday night. Witnesses stopped that, but not before the suspects pulled a gun on them. They got away in this blue Camry. About an hour later, they carjacked this Honda CRV on Grape and Colfax. 20 minutes later, at least 4 suspects wearing ski masks came up to a man at Colfax and Lafayette. They shot and robbed him. That brings us to the yeshiva around 11:30. DPD says they aren't sure if there was an interaction between Silverberg and the suspects before they shot him. The night of terror came to an end in Lakewood, where they stole a 1998 RAV4 from a business parking lot. And while police search for the suspects, the community around the yeshiva still tries to come to grips with the loss.
We feel for the family, we feel for the community. Our hearts go out for everybody here.
The man shot on Colfax is stable in the hospital still at this point. As for Silverberg, funeral services were today here in Denver. He will be buried in New Jersey on Friday. Denver police are saying right now they do not believe his murder was a hate crime, but they are still leaving it open during the investigation. Reporting live here in Denver, I'm Gary Brode, Denver 7.